Hey there, YouTube family. Happy day to you guys. It's actually been a pretty good day in the markets. And you know what? It's actually been a great year in the stock market so far for 2023. That's if you've been a bull. If you've been a bear, this has not been an easy 6 months. But today we're enjoying a beautiful green day. I've been loving the field of green. On Monday at the start of this week, after we had had a red day in the market and the previous week had closed down, and there was a lot of people making videos about, things are not a turning point in the market. The sky is falling. Prepare for the worst ahead. I actually bucked the trend. I read the charts and I came out on a video Monday saying stocks are about to soar. I specifically cited Apple, Amazon, and Tesla. And then, that was hard. That was hard to do. And again on Tuesday, after Tesla had pumped from my entry, which I had predicted at 239, all the way up to 259 and some change, again, I chose not to take profits, even though it was very tempting. And instead, even though it was difficult, I said, guys, we're going to get a few more dollars out of this move, and I'm not going to close my position until I hit my target. So I stuck with what the charts were telling me, and sure enough, Tesla's hit today $264.45. Now, I sold my Tesla just under $263.50. I told the moomoo chat the exact moment that I did that. Guys, if you don't have moomoo, one of the benefits of moomoo is that I do interact on that platform in a chat group. I don't have a Discord right now, so it's one of the few places where I do share some of my trades. I personally use moomoo every single day. It's a great platform for doing research. I particularly like their earnings calendar, but if you're new to it, there's an opportunity today where you can double your money. You put in $100, they'll give you $100. They'll give you 5 chances at stock valued up to $2,000. Plus, you get a guaranteed share of C3AI. You get that account opened, put that $100 in today, and you're going to get that great offer. Check out the link in the top pinned comment. You can get all the details there, but this is only good for the US and Australia at this moment. The reason I took profits on Tesla is because I think we're going into a difficult stretch. Holiday weeks are always times where people will sell, they'll lock in profits. They don't really want to suffer the potential of a bad news story over a long period where people are on vacation. They don't want to deal with it. They want to be able to relax, enjoy themselves, know that their money is safe, and come back to it when they're back from vacation. So sometimes the market can move up in these environments because there's not a lot of people watching and there's very little resistance to an upward push. So that can be bullish, but sometimes right before the holiday begins, people want to lock in those profits and they want to take some stress off the table. So keep that in mind. That's one of the reasons why I sold my Tesla. Now, I actually think that I know what Tesla is going to do next week or will likely do. And I'm going to tell you guys that this weekend in a special technical dive on a couple of my top trades, including Tesla. I want to briefly comment on APLD. I was way too conservative on APLD. I got a little bit scared. I was looking for a lower entry, and I didn't get a great entry, but I did get back in when it began to move over the $7.80 mark, and right now I'm up, and I'm happy that I'm in. My stop loss is reset at $7.80, and I want to make this really clear. 990 is the strong resistance ahead. But if we were to break through that and close above 990, then we're going to have a nice shot up to $12. But I'm expecting resistance at 990. And if we break above $12, I could raise my stop loss if I see the 990 level get rejected again. Don't count on me to always get everything right with these trades. I'm doing the best I can with APLD. Probably too conservative. Got a little bit scared. I'm in it now. Let's see where it goes. Amazon is doing what I expected it to do, and here's the deal. If it can chew through that strong resistance at $131, and if it can close above 131, I think we're going to get that pop to 140. So it's moving a little bit slower, but it's got a different technical situation that it's got to break through, different than Tesla and Apple. So I think there's a ton of resistance right now at this current level, but when we get above it, I think we're going to fire up much higher. I'm showing patience on the Amazon trade, but I will give you another prediction. If it gets to a point where the bulls get exhausted. This could pull back to 125. They would simply be an opportunity for them to reset and make another push through to 131 and above, and that would create the squeeze. It would trigger the bears that are shorting it, and it would push us up to 140. So keep that in mind. A pullback to 125 on Amazon would not, in my view, change its bullish momentum higher. Apple stock. All I can say about Apple stock is that it's doing great, and it's doing exactly what I told you guys would do, and we're hitting our target. The chart's looking pretty bullish. I'm going to cover that in more detail. I didn't sell my Apple calls yet. I'm a little bit undecided. I might close them going into the end of today. Have to wait and see, but I'll cover it again tomorrow and let you guys know what to expect ahead of us this next week, what the charts are telling me. The charts are telling me some bullish things for Apple. I'm going to give you guys the scenario of what I think the next steps will be. But today's video is going to be about Bitcoin, because today is an extremely important technical day for Bitcoin as well. I'm excited to show you guys what I see in the charts right now, because I think today's a significant day for Bitcoin. This is the Stocks with Josh show. I just want to thank you guys for all the likes. I want to thank you for the comments. I want to thank all the new subscribers who've joined. This is a fast-growing, small little page in a time frame when a lot of people have gotten frustrated with trading and walked away from their financial goals and their portfolios. They didn't want to look at them. 2022 pushed a lot of people out of the market. But if you're watching this video, then that means that you're a die-hard stock market survivor, and you, like me, intend to kick down the golden doors of Wall Street so that we can get our bags filled. Night or day, you can make money on Wall Street in either stocks or crypto, and I'm committed to doing that. I'm committed to bringing those plays to you guys. Stocks and crypto plays every single day, what I see in the charts. That's the game plan. So what exactly is going on with Bitcoin? It appears that the Bitcoin rocket ship has run out of gas. Are we getting ready to tip back into the cold red chart of the crypto abyss? What exactly has caused the Bitcoin rally to slow down or at least pause? Well, I'm going to give you guys a couple important events, a couple important reasons. One of them was the depegging of the true USD, the TUSD. That's the world's fourth largest stablecoin. The group behind them, Prime Trust, that backs TUSD, there was a big question here recently as whether or not they had the proper reserves in place. Now, what makes this important is that the BTC TUSD trading pair actually is the largest Bitcoin trading pair. It represents 15% of all of the Bitcoin trading, which is 2.6 billion of all Bitcoin trades that are done on Binance. What really got everybody's attention this week was when it was reported that the auditor for TUSD was the same guy who had been auditing FTX. So it shouldn't surprise you that panic set in. The market did not like that, and it was the number one reason that Bitcoin isn't 34K right now. Now, the second reason is actually something that happened with the crypto miners. They actually sent over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin to the exchanges over the last couple weeks. Now, why would they do that? Well, miners sell at a favorable price, and they hold when Bitcoin is cheap. So in a tweet Tuesday, analytics firm CryptoQuant said that over 33,860 Bitcoin had been sent to derivative exchanges. And what everybody noticed was that that was an exceptionally large volume of Bitcoin, and it scared the markets. It's normal for the miners to send this level of Bitcoin before Bitcoin moves up, but not at this level. But then the miners took that money back because of the drama that occurred with the TUSD. But it was also the unusual size of those transfers that served to spook the market. I want you guys to check out this chart that compares how much was sent versus previous Bitcoin moves. Normally, you see a transfer from the miners, which signals a upcoming run-up in the price. But this time, the size of the transfer was just way too big, and it created concern. There is some kind of a cat and mouse game going on in crypto right now. But in the end, I think it's all going to be bullish, because the struggle that I think we're seeing reflects the fact that a lot of powerful people are trying to get themselves positioned for big moves ahead in Bitcoin. Everybody from BlackRock to the Bitcoin miners, everyone is looking for a Bitcoin payday. So is Stocks with Josh and some of you. In addition to that, there is something huge happening in the Bitcoin chart. I believe it's poised for a major buy signal in July, and I'm going to give you guys the two reasons I believe that Bitcoin is going to go up this month. One, we have the flood of spot ETFs. Now that's old news, but we've got all these ETFs like BlackRock and Fidelity and a lot of others have gotten themselves positioned. But the big one is that we are 24 hours away from a critical technical bull signal. And that signal would be a climb above the 20-month SMA. I want to remind you guys that the technicals most simple purpose is to draw a line between the bulls and the bears. It's a tug of war where two strong parties, the bulls and the bears, are trying to pull the opposing team to their side. But it's only when that knot that's tied in the center of that line crosses a specific point that there's a winner. And that moment is traditionally followed by a capitulation of the opposing team. Some argue that that important line is the 20-month SMA. So I want you guys to look at it with your own eyes. What's being said is that if Bitcoin can end the month of June with a monthly candle close above the 20-month SMA, this will be only the 5th time that that has occurred in Bitcoin's history. And each time it's signaled an increase in price every time. We're at the 30K price and it's above the 20-month SMA today with a few hours left to this month. So when we go back in history, whenever we got a close on the monthly chart above the 20-month SMA, that was a massive buy signal, followed by a move up that lasted for months. So let me just explain to you guys what we're doing at this moment. We're taking a big step back to look at the longer trend in the chart. We want to get a bird's eye view of the big picture over the last decade. So what we see in the monthly chart is that the 20-month SMA strikes a clear line between the end of bear control and the beginning of the bull run. And we have to watch that we are above that signal line. So here are the facts. If you minus out the erratic COVID move, if you took the Bitcoin trade this way 4 out of the last 5 times, you would have profited an average of 2,500%. So this works. I want to be crystal clear. The month ends today. And if the closing candle price is above 30K, then that is a buy now signal. So at the moment, it looks positive to me, but we have to watch the charts diligently today to see how the month will end. I'm going to try to come back in the next couple videos and make it clear what the conclusion of this was and whether we got that confirmed buy move. But I wanted you guys to know that even though we're at a pause in the Bitcoin move, there were significant reasons why it paused, and we're not in a place where we're going to fall into oblivion. At least it doesn't look that way. If we get that close today, then it's going to be back to the races with Bitcoin, and we're going to see a big push up again. I'll let you guys know in one of the next videos. And even more importantly, I'm going to break down some very important technicals that I would have loved to have covered today, but I've got to share that in my video tomorrow regarding some of my top trades. Don't miss out on that. Guys, thanks for the likes. Say hi in the comment section. Hope you guys are going to have a restful weekend. Maybe you guys get to have a long weekend and take a couple extra days off next week. I'm going to be making videos and let you guys know the things that I see going on in the market. As always, my friends, peace and blessings to you. Take care.